Have you been wondering how much money you actually need to buy a home in Chatham-Kent? A lot of people think it's just the down payment, but that's only part of the story. So, between your down payment, your mortgage insurance, your legal fees, inspections, and closing costs, there's a lot of expenses buyers need to plan for before they get the keys. In this video, I'm going to break down numbers using today's real average home price here in Chatham-Kent so you know what to expect before you start house hunting. Let's get started. The purchase price. So to keep things simple, let's use Chatham-Kent's average year-to-date home price, and that's right around $446,000. Now, of course, you can find homes here throughout Chatham-Kent that are less expensive. You can find homes that are considerably more expensive, depending on age, condition, and neighborhood. But to make things simple for this video, I'm going to use the year-to-date average. So now this isn't necessarily what you're going to pay, but the important thing is understanding the costs that are associated with a home purchase. Your down payment. So unless you're paying cash for your property, the first thing a buyer needs is their down payment. Your down payment is the portion of the purchase price that is paid up front. And the balance of the purchase price is typically financed through your mortgage. So one of the biggest misconceptions I get from buyers is they think you need 20% down to purchase a home. The reality is many Canadians purchase with much less. So let's use our example. Purchase price $446,000. 5% down would be $22,300. 10% down would be $440,600. And 20% down would be double that at $89,200. So what happens if you don't have 20% down? That's where mortgage default insurance comes in. So if your mortgage is less than 20% down, that means your mortgage is considered a high ratio mortgage. That means you'll be required to pay mortgage default insurance. And that is typically through companies such as CMHC or Canada Guarantee. But despite the name, this doesn't mean the insurance protects you. It actually protects the lender if the mortgage was ever to go into default. But the good news is you don't have to pay for that premium up front. Typically, in most cases, that amount is added to your mortgage and it's paid over an extended period of time. Depending on your down payment, that premium could add several $1,000s to the total amount that you're financing. That might sound discouraging to some, but mortgage insurance makes it possible for a lot of buyers years sooner than waiting for the whole 20% down. Now, always consult with a mortgage professional who can sit down with you and show you exactly what it would cost with your individual situation. Closing costs. So your down payment isn't the only money you'll need before closing. You'll also want to budget for what's commonly called your closing costs. These are the expenses associated with closing the purchase of your home. Some of the most common include things such as legal fees, title insurance, home inspections, property tax adjustments, utility adjustments, and moving expenses. And if you're purchasing in Ontario, you will have to budget for land transfer tax. However, if you're a qualifying first-time home buyer, you could be eligible for a rebate that reduces or even eliminates that cost. So using our example of a purchase price of $446,000, I would recommend having at least $7,000 to $10,000 put aside to go towards your closing costs. And again, every purchase and situation is different, but having that money set aside helps avoid any surprises. The cost after you get the keys. A lot of buyers focus so much on getting the keys that they forget all the costs associated after moving day. Once you're in your new home, you still have monthly and ongoing expenses such as mortgage payments, property taxes, home insurance, your utilities, your internet, general maintenance, lawn care or snow removal, furniture and appliances, and any unexpected repairs. So, one piece of advice that I give buyers, especially first time home buyers, is don't spend every dollar that you've saved just on your down payment. It's always a good idea to have some money set aside for after closing. So, whether it's looking after the things that I just listed out, having some financial cushion makes the first few months of moving in a lot less stressful. So, in wrapping up, purchasing a home will be one of the biggest financial decisions that you'll have to make. But understanding the costs ahead of time will make the process a lot more manageable. The key always comes down to planning. Know how much you'll need for your down payment. Understand how mortgage default insurance actually works. Budget for your closing costs and leave yourself a little bit of breathing room after you move in. If you do those things, you'll be in a much stronger position when it's time to buy. And if you're planning to move here in Chatham-Kent and you need some straightforward real estate advice, please reach out to me through the link below in the description. And if you found value in this video, please like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you next time.